Welcome. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Obsidian Papercut plugin. So I found out about this when in a Discord I was asked what is the best way to start taking atomic notes, and I actually said the best way is probably to start with note cards because it just forces a constraint on you. And someone said, oh, it'd be great if we had a plugin for this, and I would say, it says Dereka on the GitHub page, which we'll see in a second, said, hey, I've got one. Here it is. So we're going to take a look at this live. I have not used it yet. We're just going to see how it sets up and see what it does, but it should actually cut off text that goes over your Papercut limit. So it's a good way to force atomic notes on yourself. Before we dive into that, a few things you can do to support the channel. Number one for you watching is probably to look in the description. There's a link to my Obsidian course, Getting Started with Obsidian. And you can dive into that and find out about how to use Obsidian, obviously. Otherwise, you can become a YouTube member. Hit join below. That's it. Let's buckle up and look at the Papercut plugin for Obsidian. All right, so we have the Papercut plugin right here. You can find it on GitHub. It's, what is it? Dereka Obsidian Papercut. And we have the instructions here as well, right? So expressing an idea is the simplest form. Papercut allows a paper limit that deletes any note content that exceeds the limit. And you can see it sets up. Looks like we put a tag in our YAML. Right there. Flag note to be Papercut, and then it shows you the percentage down here. So figure out where we get there. How to do that, how to set my limit. Maybe it's a limit per note. We'll see. Settings. Okay, there's a setting, and they have 5,000 in there. Cool. So let's do that. So we'll come in here, and we'll go into Community Plugins. I'm going to browse and type Papercut, install, and if you want to get to the instructions, you can actually just go here and then click on Obsidian Papercut. And it opened the same page I have open because I already had it open. Okay, so we have Papercut set up now, enabled now, and let's see where it is, Papercut. So it has 5,000 Papercut all danger. Applies Papercut to all notes by default. So don't check that. But this, in theory, puts your Papercut on everything, and we don't want that. Papercut tag is that. Okay, so let's say, what would be a good limit for, let's say for an atomic note. Let's call it, for a single thought, 500? Is that maybe too much? We'll have to see. So 500. And let's look at my notes. What do we have in here? In my inbox, maybe? Do I have anything in here? I do not. In my notes. Okay, so let's say, what if I just tag it Papercut? It's indexing. We only have 298 characters, so that's fine. Doesn't show anything there, no UI. So the YAML syntax is 3 dashes, 3 dashes. So now that's YAML up there. Tags, and he had square brackets. Papercut. I still don't see any UI down there. And there's no command. Okay, so what if I just do like this? Oh, it looks like it showed up right there, right? So I have 46.8, it says now in the bottom corner towards my limit. 90.8. 90.8 still? Oh, there you go. So it just trimmed. So it just trimmed it. Bring it out to 1144 characters. So now some things it doesn't do. Yeah. So technically, if I put an enter, you can see it jumps up a couple characters there. Right? 641. 42. So something it doesn't do is it excludes some characters. Did it actually say that in the directions? Yeah, Papercut character limit is different from a character number of the actual sheet. It only takes into account informative characters such as letters, numbers, and so on. So it doesn't actually worry about like your 3 hashes. It doesn't worry about spaces. It doesn't worry about, again, so here, right, punctuation, it just skips. So it's actually, that's how you're going to get more characters, because there's actually double the amount of spaces. So I like them. So what you could do really is come in here. Let's go to my templates and grab my note template. And we could say cut note. Let's make sure we move that into templates. You can see it showed up here, Papercut note. And then I should actually check here too. 1, 2. Papercut. Good. Okay, so it does. So that works, even just that syntax. I actually like this syntax better for YAML than the other one. So if I split and go 90%, there we go. So there's 2 ways to do your YAML syntax, and I actually prefer this better. 2 spaces, bullet or dash, and Papercut. And if I had another tag, I would do it like this. With multi-word tag, multi-tag, right? I have to put it in double brackets, but I prefer that syntax instead. So Papercut. And then if I was going to create a new note, I could say new Papercut template, enter, and then I would open up my templates, type name of template, Papercut template, or Papercut note. There we go. So this is already set up to have Papercut in there. Trimmed too long. Oh, this will probably won't. No, probably many of those won't actually count. So let's. There we go. And paste again. Yeah. Yep. It keeps trimming. There you go. That is the Papercut plugin, which I like. So I think for lots of people, I would recommend if you're just getting started with Atomic Notes, that the Papercut plugin can be really good, because it's going to force you to limit Papercut Notes 500 characters. Yeah, I think 500 characters, yeah, maybe even 800 is probably a good way, especially because of how it counts characters. It's not counting spaces like lots of other places do. It's not counting punctuations like lots of other places do. So then you could have a 500 character, which is actually 1100 characters. So that's pretty good. I think that's a nice plugin. And if you're looking to create more Atomic Notes, then even enforce that on yourself by using Templater. That's what I use to bring up my templates, Templater, and you just will have a better job at it. That's it. If you like the video, thumbs up, and you can subscribe and hit the bell. YouTube will let you know something happened, but honestly, turn off your notifications because you have better things to do than just wait for a video. Schedule your YouTube time and be productive with the rest of it. Other than that, you can support the channel by taking my Obsidian course. There's a link to that below. Becoming a YouTube member, join button, you know, all these things YouTubers are supposed to say. That's it. Have an excellent day and try to behave yourselves.